If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape in to ESPN.
One for the chance, baby.
Per game. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win.
Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler.
Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to our weekly NHL playoffs episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. Andrew's already dying. Where today we're going to be discussing the past week of the NHL, and we're going to be giving predictions for the week ahead. So we're going to do what – all right, we're starting over.
Yeah, please do.
That was
on the play, Andrew. Don't look, Andrew. Don't look. Just
Okay,
look
turn
down.
your camera off.
I have a cheat code. Watch this. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Is it frozen on my face?
Yeah, but it looks like retarded.
Boom.
No, wait. Go back and then
Your eyes are closed. There you go. Now do it.
And you're just not going to move. Are you frozen right now? Yeah.
All right, we're doing that.
So stupid. All right.
We're doing
Hold
it.
on.
All right.
Hold on.
All right. All right.
You're sorry.
I can hear him laughing to the thing. Just mute your mic.
All right, just go.
Mute yourself now.
You can't see that you muted yourself. Yeah, there you go.
All right, hold on. Let me
God.
just compose myself.
All right. I'm going to laugh because I'm looking at his frozen
I know, me
face.
too. He hasn't moved. It's so awkward. Andrew, just go back on and don't laugh. It's not even that funny.
All right, no, whatever. We have to – oh, he's back. Great. All right, here we go.
Idea, Chris.
I'm not going to look. I'm going to look over here.
All right. It really doesn't matter. Kevin will probably just do the speaker view for the first part. So it'll just be on me, so you won't be able to see you guys. Problem is that I just don't hear you laugh, and then I don't laugh.
Okay. Go ahead.
Here we go. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to our weekly NHL playoffs episode of the Nosebleeds podcast, where today we're going to be doing what we do every week. We're going to be recapping the past week of hockey and giving our predictions for the week ahead. My name is Nick Antonakis, and I'm lucky to be joined by the hockey crew. We got Chris Scamus. We got Andrew Donis. What's up, guys? Is Andrew doing the freeze thing on his face yet?
Yeah, I think you will.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back.
How are you guys?
How's it going, guys?
Seriously. Hello.
All right. So we'll just start like what we do every week, honestly. We're just going to go through all the playoff series so far, give you a total recap of everything that's happened in the NHL for the past week. And we apologize for not getting the episode up yesterday, but, due to some scheduling issues. But we're back here today with the episode. We already did the predictions for yesterday's games on the Instagram page, which if you're not already following, make sure to go follow it at nosebleeds__podcast for all the latest content with the podcast. So,
you know what, though?
Yeah.
It worked out for the better because now we get to talk about that great Bruins game yesterday.
I know, that really was a great Bruins game,
Terrible.
and it's great to have a fresh –
Be awful.
You know what? How was the Flyers game 3? They won, but they played terrible.
Won.
And then game 2, they lost 5-0.
Okay.
To the
and they're still winning the
Canadians.
series. Okay,
You know what? We're starting with that.
as they
We're starting with
feud.
that. We're starting with that.
You
We're
got-
starting with the Flyers and the Canadians. The Canadians, who were statistically the worst team in the playoffs to ever make the playoffs ever. They had like a record that was almost below 500, but they made the playoffs. They got out of the qualifying round somehow. And then they proceed to beat the number 1 seed, the Flyers, in game 2, 5-0.
They beat them in one game. They're still down 2-1.
5-0.
Yeah, but by a lot. That's a crappy game.
5-0 because they took Carter Hart out. They took Carter Hart and put Brian Elliott in.
Yeah, because he let up 4 goals.
I thought he let up 3.
No
matter what,
home if he let up
good.
3 goals.
They took him out in like the second period. Okay, like that game.
So he let up 4 goals,
like
not even in the third period yet.
By the time the game was like 3-0, they stopped trying because you're not going to score 4 goals on Carey Price. They gave up.
Great mentality. Just stop trying.
And they're still up 2-1.
That's
The
not a Stanley Cup.
Bruins lost 3 games. They're the number one team in the league.
Yeah, but now where it
And they
starts counting, we're all good.
And we're winning 3-1
It
right
did
now.
start counting. It already counted.
Yeah, it counts right now. We're winning.
We wanted to play the game.
3-1. 5
It was
for
all-
2-1. I don't see.
Well, no. Because in Game 3 specifically, we'll go into – I mean, Game 1, they played a good game. They just beat them. Then Game 2, they played a horrendous game. Lost 5-0 to the Canadiens. And then in Game 3, even though they won, their playoff was – their power play was horrendous.
Yeah, the power play is horrendous.
It was
We're not debating.
god-awful. Like, that was
The Flyers are
terrible.
playing horrendously. They're playing
They
terribly.
were giving
They
up
have
more
Carter Hart.
shorthanded opportunities than getting power play opportunities on their own.
That's not true. They were bad, but not that bad.
I mean,
They were not.
they
giving
gave up a
shorthanded.
good
It was
amount of shorthanded opportunities.
like
It's
2.
a Stanley Cup. I know that.
2? There was more than 2.
I didn't see more than 2.
There's like 4.
Maybe, but not good chances. Like, wasn't breakaways.
I mean, there's still chances.
I don't know. I didn't see 4.
Dude,
solid chances.
so much for the Flyers,
4
dude,
shots.
honestly.
Maybe.
Falling apart against the statistically worst team in playoff history.
They're not falling apart. They're up 2-1. We're not talking about falling apart. Look at the freaking Capitals down 0-3.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That's bad. That's bad. We'll get into that. But
Okay, the Flyers have had they've had like a couple bad games, but they're still winning.
in all seriousness, they still look like a good team, but just like I'm just disappointed in what they've been doing against the
they're not
Canadiens.
skating well, but like I mean, they're playing Carey Price. You know, there's only so much you can do.
That is true, and I would give preps to the Canadiens. They do have a pretty good defensive core with Weber, Petrie, all those guys there on the back end who have been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And Brendan Gallagher,
Yeah,
obviously, on offense. Tatar's been doing pretty good. But, like, their line 1 is like a line 2. Like, their first line is just not a first-line caliber.
Definitely.
I mean, they're still good, don't get me wrong. I really like Brendan Gallagher, and I like Thomas Tatar, too. But, you know.
On most other teams, they wouldn't be on the top line.
Hell no. Yeah, no. If they were on the Bruins, Gallagher would be like a third-liner. Maybe a second-liner,
The Bruins also have the best first line in the league, so obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true, but I would say past our first line, we kind of run thin, especially now.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, if you've been watching the
Not
game.
really.
No, I know. Second line's been good. Coyle's been good. Krejci's been good. But, like, our wings, like, Kasha's not been great. Bajork took, like, 25 penalties.
I mean, Coyle was on the third line. Now he's on the first.
No, I know. We can get into the Bruins. We can get into the Bruins. Sorry to cut you off, but I just don't want to be hopping around everywhere. But do you have any other points to add about the Flyers series?
I mean, I still think
they're in 6 games.
I still think they'll get past the Canadiens, but then after that, I think they're going to struggle. Yeah.
No.
I don't think they're going to
Why?
go. I mean, they had a good round-robin run, and then ever since that, they haven't played the same as when they played against, like, the Bruins, Capitals, Lightning. You know, it's just not the same.
Probably going to be playing the Islanders. I don't think we're going to have any trouble against the Islanders.
Oh, that's true.
You would say that against the Capitals. Me and Nick predicted them to sweep.
No, the Capitals are terrible. Ovi is a liability.
What?
Ovi can't skate anymore.
Dude, don't say that.
He's a
You know what?
liability.
No, we'll get into the Capitals series now. Let's go into the Capitals series.
Yeah,
the
let's do that.
Islanders doing the opposite of what I said. I said that the Capitals were going to win all game 1, 2, and 3.
Of course.
Yeah, and then they just
That
reversed,
sucks.
and the Islanders won all 3.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not I'm still not confident in this Islanders team because they did the exact same thing last year against Pittsburgh. They swept them first round, and then they got swept the second round.
I mean, other than the game 3, games 1 and 2 were pretty bad too. They killed the Capitals. I mean, the first one was
like what?
4-2,
see,
5-2, went to overtime. But other than that, it's been pretty tough for the Capitals.
Yeah, in the round robin too, Holtby had been playing so well. Like, we were like, oh, if we – because obviously there was those rumors circulating that he was going to come to Boston after this season. But, like, and I mean, it looks even more like that now because of Tuukka being gone, which we'll get to. But, you know, it's just he's been totally inconsistent, which is what we were expecting because, you know, as good as he looked in the round robin, a week later he's just playing like absolutely terrible. Like he can't stop shots against the Islanders. This is the Islanders that we're talking about. A team that we were like, oh, they're like dirt cheap thin.
Yeah,
like they can't play. They're terrible. Yeah. I don't know how they're in the playoffs. They got an easy qualifying round against the Panthers, and now they're going to get swept against Capitals. But no, Capitals have to be that bad.
I don't even think he was above 900
Capitals
games other than the third one. Holtby. So that's I'm checking right now to see this one.
That's horrendous. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. He let up like 5 goals game 2.
Yeah, and 4 goals game 1.
Oh my God. Oh boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
game
Backstrom
3 was above 900, but other 2 he was in the 800s.
Dang. That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't agree with Donis' statement that Ovi is obviously on a little bit of a decline because, you know, he's almost 35 years old.
He's on a severe decline. Did you see him against the Flyers? It was brutal. He was not good.
I know, but we have to take into consideration that these guys haven't been skating on ice for 4 months before this.
Yeah, because
maybe he needs some time to
Andrew, you could say the same thing about guys on like the Bruins first line. That entire line looked awful in the round robin. They looked like they'd never played hockey before, and then now they're playing amazing. So it could have been rust, you know. It could have been so many factors that getting used to the new Toronto bubble thing. So,
and way of life. It was a big change.
Yeah, had to leave their families. So there's a lot going into it that they had to process and figure out.
My point is that OV has not been good this whole series, this whole playoffs. Maybe he's been scoring and getting assists, but like on defense, like he's not. He's terrible back checking, at least now. He's getting cooked.
Well, he's never been a great defensive player anyway. He's not like a Bergeron who's a big offensive defenseman. He's more of like an offensive threat who really penetrates in the zone.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think the Islanders just know how to combat him. Like, you know, his power play, just the left circle, take the one-timer. That's his thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's his one thing.
If you cover him in the left circle, you take him out of the game completely.
Yeah, especially on the power play. I mean, unless if you're going to spring away on the breakaway. Like, that's the only other thing that he has.
Yeah.
He's out there taking wrist shots from the point, scoring. Like, most of his shots are one-timers or breakaways.
He's useless because he's way too
especially when you're not capitalizing on the power play.
I mean, hold on. In game 2, when they lost 2-5, he had both the goals. So it's not like he's really out of the game.
Game 2, he scored like 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I still think he's a threat. Yeah,
I do too, but you know the Islanders know how to solve them. That's the thing.
Yeah, they need a better game plan. Washington in general. Because it's not working right now at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I hate to break it to him. It's over. They're done.
What about John Carlson? Is he back or no?
I have no idea. I'll check right now.
I think this is the series that I've been watching the least, honestly. Just I've been so disappointed.
He is. He played the most recent game at least.
All right, but I mean, hopefully there's because it went to overtime. They gave him more of a push to win, but.
He had a -2 ± though, so he was on both goals.
That's too bad.
Oof.
He didn't do much. He had 1 hit. That's really it. So
Yeah, I don't know. Poor Capitals, honestly. I mean, like, it's going to turn into what it was last year, where all the lower teams get upsets and win, and then when it comes to, like, the Eastern Conference Final, the one good team that survived is going to have an easy road to the Stanley Cup, like the Bruins last year.
Hopefully. I kind of like it.
I don't know. I like the underdogs. I like one underdog, but I mean, I hope that some better teams actually come out of this first round. Like, hopefully the Bruins will. I would say maybe the Lightning.
Well, yeah,
maybe
obviously.
the Flyers too.
The
But
Bruins
I mean,
are not too worried about them.
But, I mean, you never know.
I think the only upset that's going to happen is the Islanders.
I know,
and
it's too bad, honestly.
Well, they're tied.
Flames, I don't know.
Yeah, they're tied.
Yeah,
and that's not even the Flames were predicted by a lot of people. You know, it's not like it's a crazy.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
That 8 and 9 matchup in both the East and the West in the qualifying round, both of those teams in both of the conferences were really good. Jets, Flames, Leafs, Jackets. Like, they were all elite.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say maybe speaking of the Flames, why don't we just move to the West really fast and tackle this series between the Flames and the Stars. So game 1 went to the Calgary Flames. Then the Dallas Stars came back game 2, getting the win. Dallas, wait. Didn't the Flames win game 3?
Yeah, Flames won game 3. And then Stars
you have it marked wrong on my predictions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's fine. So now I have an extra win. Let's go.
Oh, actually? Shoot, we got to fix that.
That's fine.
Is that for everybody or just you?
Let me look. No, I think it was just for me.
Dang.
Wow, Chris trying to sabotage me.
Disappointing.
Flames look like the better team. The Stars just had... I don't know if you guys saw the game, but the reason the Stars forced overtime and then won in OT was because the Flames took, like, 30 penalties in the third period.
They took so many penalties.
Yeah.
But the thing is...
I don't think...
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't think they're going to make that mistake again. So I think Flames in 7.
I don't know. I mean, I really liked the way that the Stars were playing in Game 4, especially. Pavelski scoring the hat trick and the game time goal.
How about Joe Pavelski? What a game for him!
Oh my God, incredible! Really
just took it over the game. I mean,
and then Klingberg with the goal in overtime. That was a really good goal too. Wait, but I have a question. What happened to Ben Bishop?
What do you mean? Was he not
playing? He wasn't playing. Did they play back-to-back maybe and they didn't start him? I feel like this would have made headline news if he was injured or something.
Khudobin played. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I don't know why.
Khudobin played the game before, too.
I mean, Ben Bishop hasn't been good.
Yeah, I think they just kind of Khudobin. So it looks like.
Why?
Ben Bishop is.
Oh, they played Ben Bishop in game 2.
Game 2, did they win?
They won, yeah. 5-4.
Why the hell would they not start him? What the That's weird. Hold on, I'm going to Google this really fast because I was wondering about this before. Why would you not start Ben Bishop?
Game 1 was Khudobin also, so he's played 3 or 4 games.
Why?
I think Khudobin
Ben Bishop
just
unfit is on.
What do you say?
Oh, injury.
That means
Tampa Bay.
Ben Bishop
Tampa Bay. What the hell is this from? Oh yeah, no, this is
5 years old.
Yeah, 5 years old. Ben Bishop Stars.
I think that Khudobin's just their starter goalie right now.
Why?
He's better.
I mean,
I don't know. He's been playing.
They're basically equal.
In the regular season, he played, I think, most games.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? Why?
He's been playing good. Why not play him? He's confident.
I mean, I guess, but Ben Bishop has been
better
extremely
than
good for them, especially last year against the Blues in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's kind of fallen off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree, Andrew.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like Khudobin. He was great when he was with the Bruins, but like,
He
I
didn't play
think
much.
Bishop's a way better option. Khudobin played a good amount when he was with the Bruins. He was our backup, but he started
but not as much as like Halak as the backup right now. You know?
Yeah, no, probably not. But he was still good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but besides Game 4, Pavelski's great performance in Game 4, and the series is tied 2-2 now. So, I mean, do you have anything else that you guys want to talk about in this series?
No, we'll make predictions later on.
Yeah, we'll go into our predictions later on, but now I say let's move into maybe the Knights versus Blackhawks series, which started off great for the Golden Knights, winning the first 3 games, but the Blackhawks played extremely well in Game 4. Corey Crawford especially, making like 45 saves and some very impressive saves as well to give the Blackhawks a win there, Game 4.
Yeah, that looked like the 2013 Corey Crawford that won the Cup. I mean, that was great. He was stopping everything. And if he continues to do that, I think that the Blackhawks can take this to 7 and win.
No.
Whoa.
Shut up. Stop talking. They cannot do that. They're simply not a good enough team. I hate to break it to you.
I think they're a very good team. They're talented. There's a lot of, assets on that team that they can do that. Compared to other teams, like I don't think.
All right, but this is the Golden Knights.
Okay, well.
This is the ones.
I like the Blackhawks. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe if Corey Crawford plays, he's good, but he's not gonna. He can't. That's not sustainable for 4 games in a row.
Okay.
I mean, that would be a very bold prediction. Chris wants to get back into it in the predictions race, but I've go that far.
I've been going for the Blackhawks this entire series. Other than Game 1, I picked the Knights, but.
I mean, you were right. You were right in the first round. I mean, the qualifying round. They beat the Oilers, which nobody thought was going to happen. But, I don't know how much farther they can go. That's the thing. But, I mean, you never know. Coming down 3-0 to beat the Golden Knights in 7 would be a hell of a story.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
If Corey Crawford continues to play how he does, 48 saves, 980 save percentage, that's crazy.
He played super well. Oh my God.
He's not going to do that. It's not happening.
And
he was all 3 stars in the T-Mobile 3 stars of the game.
No, he wasn't actually. That was a joke. The second one was Highmore, is that his name? Yeah. And then Theodore was a third.
That's not a thing, Nick. I had to break
that was a joke, Nick. I saw that too. But.
Oh, I turned it off after they did that. That's why I thought it was the real thing.
No, that was a joke. But yeah.
Well, I give you all
the
first star.
I mean, not the Capital. Sorry, the Blackhawks capitalized on every opportunity, really, too, because the Knights played better probably, but the Blackhawks capitalized where the Knights couldn't. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that series.
Blackhawks are not winning. I hate to break it to you. All right, moving on.
Yeah, let's go to kind of a more boring series so far. I mean, not boring, but not as entertaining as the others. I kind of want to save some entertaining ones to mix in here a little bit later. But next we have the Colorado Avalanche versus the Arizona Coyotes. I always forget who the hell they're playing. I don't know why. But, Game 1 went to the Avs, Game 2 went to the Avs, Game 3 to the Coyotes, and then Game 4 to the Avs. And yesterday's game was especially brutal. Killed them 7-1.
Yeah, the Avs are winning that in 5.
Yeah, it's looking bleak, honestly, for the Coyotes. I love the Coyotes, don't get me wrong. Phil Kessel and Taylor Hall have been doing really well so far throughout this qualifying round especially, and then in the first round, and especially in Game 3.
Got a friend on the Coyotes. They're not good.
They have pieces. Darcy Kemper was playing super well, especially in the qualifying round. But now, in this series, he's facing like a totally different offense in the Colorado Avalanche. But, it's too tough to handle.
I thought after winning 3
Yeah.
that that Arizona would come back and have a lot of momentum going into Game 4, but it was really the opposite. It looked like the Avalanche were kind of pissed off, and they came out and just played with a purpose that entire game.
They killed them. I was at work, and the game was on TV. Every second I would look away and then look back, there was another goal on the board. Like, legit, it was really sad, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just Kemper had so much promise, and then he just kind of, like, he kind of blew it.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Maybe they'll win Game 5, but I don't think they're going to go much further than past Game 6.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. I think Avs in 5 most likely after that.
Yeah, I know. I would say that most likely as well, but I mean,
because the Coyotes have to be crushed right now.
Yeah, I know. That's a good point.
Yeah, after that.
How's Kemper going to come back from that? Honestly,
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he will, but especially when he lacks that playoff experience, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move to a more entertaining series now. Let's get the good ones going here. We have the Blue Jackets versus the Lightning. So, Game 1 went to the Blue Jackets. We'll go back to Game 1 because it was historically a great game, but the Lightning won.
Yeah.
Then Blue Jackets come back, take Game 2. Then the Tampa Bay Lightning go for Game 3, and then the Lightning get Game 4 as well. So, let's just start at the top of this series with Game 1, which was incredible. A really incredible game. 5 overtimes to decide the winner. But the Lightning came out with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really wanted the Blue Jackets to win that series. And, I think that was kind of the big momentum that either team needed. So winning a 5 overtime game, which is just crazy. That's over 2 games of playing. And I don't know. I really, really wanted the Blue Jackets to win, but what a goal by Braden Point to win and put them ahead. And I think that kind of shifted the momentum their way, even though the Blue Jackets won the next one. But yeah.
Yeah, I would say that Korpisalo definitely the star of the game. 86 saves.
NHL record.
That's incredible. How could you stop 86 shots without letting up a goal in overtime? Like, seriously. It's crazy. And, like, I wanted them to win, too. And I wanted to see the end of the game.
I didn't.
Because I was at work again. And then I went and I picked up dinner. And then the second I walked in the door, it ended.
How many minutes did Seth Jones have on the ice? He also broke a record.
65, I think.
Yeah. He played like a whole game, yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, how
could you still function?
Yeah, your legs have to be dead. So to play even the next game and still win, that's nuts. Because he had to be just gassed.
That's
all of
crazy.
Really did. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely a big momentum swing for the Lightning there getting that win. They were hyped after they won that one. That made it feel like playoff hockey. Like, they were really into it when they won that game, which was awesome.
Of course.
Then Game 2, Blue Jackets came back. I think they won it 3-1, right?
Yeah.
Good game all around by the Blue Jackets. But then Game 3, Lightning take it. And then they took Game 4 yesterday as well, winning 2-1. I was disappointed in that one because I really, really want the Blue Jackets to do well in the series. I think they still have a great chance of winning it, even though they're down 3-1 right now. I could easily see them coming back and winning 3 straight, honestly. But, I mean, the Lightning are just – they're really proving themselves. And they're not even with Stamkos. Like, if they had Stamkos right now, imagine how scary they would look.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but all these other guys on the second and third lines have been stepping up also. So their whole team, it's like, the Bruins, how we kind of briefly talked about it, where Coyle and DeBrusk and those bottom line guys are stepping up. It's just, that's how you win games. You need every single line to perform.
Yeah, definitely. And it was a great showing, honestly, by the Blue Jackets yesterday. Even though in the loss, they still played a pretty good game. Korpisalo let up not a great goal. I mean, it was all right, but, he should have had that one back. But other than that, he played pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, but now the Lightning lead the series 3-1. It's going to be interesting to see. I think that's probably been one of the most entertaining series so far, other than one more, which we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah,
it's going to be
just been
back from though now. I mean, 3-1. They're going to have to win 3 in a row. And
I mean, they pulled off the impossible last year when they swept the Lightning first round, which was insane. So,
true.
If they got to do it, then maybe they can do it.
Mm-hmm. Do or die.
Yeah, they're playing for their lives now. It's going to be exciting to see how Korpisalo plays when he's playing for his life, like, honestly.
Yeah, true.
And one more point about the Blue Jackets. What a Blue Jackets team to come back after losing Panarin, Duchesne, Bobrovsky, all of those pieces last year. They still come back this year. They beat the Maple Leafs in the qualifying round, and then they're putting up a fight against the Blue Jackets now. Just shows
That's
how
all Tortorella.
against the –
I was just say that great coaching and just all the strategies great.
Sucks to play for him. He's brutal to you, but he's a great coach.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
He better win Coach of the Year. He has to.
Mm-hmm.
He did?
He deserves. No, I don't know. He deserves
I thought you said. Oh yeah. All right. Maybe let's move back to the West and finish out the West first. With the Canucks and Blues series, which has also been pretty entertaining so far. Canucks getting Game 1 and Game 2, kind of shocking the Blues there. But then the Blues came back winning Games 3 and 4. Game 3, they're winning in overtime. So it's been a back-and-forth series. I really like this Canucks team, honestly.
I did too, and I wanted them to win, but the Blues played a lot better in Game 4, I think. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I did.
The Canucks didn't seem like they had a chance at all.
They weren't there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like the Canucks, though. Other games, they kept it close, and they won 2 of the other ones, obviously, and the series is tied. But in Game 4, they didn't really show up at all. That was all Blues.
Yeah, and I would say that even though the Canucks played super well in Game 1 and Game 2, they have to pick up the pace now, because if they go down in the series, I think it's going to be done from there. But if they can get another win, like losing 3 straight games is bad. So they have to. Game 5 is a must-win scenario for the Blues. I mean, the Canucks, sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And yeah, like Chris said, I mean, I think the Blues have finally shaken off that rust that they had. Throughout the qualifying round, like the round robin and that exhibition game against the Blackhawks. They lost the first 2 games to the Canucks, what am I saying? And then now they're coming back, starting to get some wins, back-to-back wins in Game 3 and 4. So, it looks like they're getting back into it, which is going to be scary for every other team in the West.
Yeah, definitely.
And also a quick point, just a really fast point about Quinn Hughes, who's been playing super well. I think he leads the NHL in playoff points right now.
Does he
second
actually?
place. I think he's second place.
Really?
I didn't know that. I knew he was playing really good.
Yeah, he has like 8 points so far throughout the playoffs. He's been playing really well.
Wow.
I think first place is McDavid, and then I think he's tied for second with Taves. I'm pretty sure.
McDavid?
After
Still?
Yeah, McDavid still. He had 8 points in his 4 games against the Blackhawks.
Best player in the league. I mean, wow.
I mean, he might not still be in the lead if Quinn Hughes has scored or gotten any assists in the past game or 2, but
I mean, Quinn Hughes being how young he is and,
he's a rookie.
Yeah, but I mean, how old is he? He's a young rookie too, right? He's not like
I think he's like 18 or 19.
No way. Let me look.
I think so.
He's 20. And speaking of,
all right.
These 20-year-olds like Svechnikov too. Holy crap, they've been playing great.
Oh yeah, we'll get into Svechnikov after when we get to the Bruins series next. But
having no playoff experience and then coming in and just playing like that is crazy. Yeah.
See, when the Canucks are on, they're on. Like they have Hughes, Pettersson, Markstrom's been playing super well, Bozer. But like when they're not there, they're just like they look like a non-playoff team.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Like when those young guys were hungry, they were playing super well. So hopefully they turn it around.
Yeah, but slow it down.
What'd you say?
They've just really slowed it down.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, I
right.
think
Go
because
ahead.
they played really good in the first 3 games, even though they lost one of them. But then the 4th game, I think they might have been too confident, a little cocky. You know, they had that 2-1 lead, and then they didn't play great. So I think now they're like, okay, you know, we can't let up on this team. They're the reigning champions right now. So, well, I hope they really pick it up because I don't like the Blues. So.
And I would love this series to go to 7 games too. It really has been entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, now I'd say we move to the last series, and I would say probably the best series so far throughout the playoffs. We have the Bruins versus the Carolina Hurricanes. So, Game 1 went to double overtime. The Bruins came out with the win. Game 2, the Hurricanes won in the final seconds of the game. Bruins trying to get an empty netter there, but they couldn't. Then Game 3, the Bruins come back and win without Tuukka Rask, which we'll get into.
That's what I was going to say.
And then Game 4, which was yesterday, the Bruins getting another win, coming down from 2-0, scoring 4 goals in the 3rd period to get the win. So let's just go game by game because every game has been a story so far. So let's start at Game 1 where the Bruins won the game in double overtime. Rask played a really good game. And the Bruins overall just look like a totally different team from their round-robin days.
Yeah, so, I mean, here, right, the first line really stepped up, which I'm so happy about, even though Pastrnak has been out the next 3 games, which we should get into also because of, I think they say, I mean, they're really quiet about it, but it's an abdominal injury that he aggravated when he was celebrating that double overtime goal from Bergeron.
Oh, God.
Idiot.
Yeah. So, I mean, that top line, Bergeron ended up scoring and winning the game in double overtime. And then Pastrnak celebrated and kind of jumped up off the ice and then re-aggravated an old abdominal injury and hasn't been on the ice. But, yeah.
Yeah, and Bergeron with the double overtime goal looked really good in that game too. Yeah, but other than that, it just seemed like a normal Bruins game. They were back to their old form. They were playing really well, and we were like, all right, now we're going to actually start making a push to win the Stanley Cup. But then we come back Game 2. Rask, excuse my French, he played a shitty game. Like, he played really bad that game. And then Carolina Hurricanes came back and won that game, tying the series 1-1. And then after the game, Rask made those comments. He's like, oh, this doesn't feel like playoff hockey. There are no fans. Nobody's really trying. Like, what? What are you saying?
I had I never really liked Rask to begin with.
Yeah, Chris has a vendetta against Tuukka Rask.
He's our goalie, so, you know, I can't not like him. Like, I can't hate him. But, wow, I mean, that's awful. Your team, you're in the playoffs right now. You just won a double overtime game. Your whole team was celebrating, and he says it doesn't still feel like playoff hockey. He took a lot of heat for that from even his teammates. I don't remember who exactly, Nick. I think I was telling you, right?
It was brutal.
Or texting in the chat.
Who was it?
I know Cassidy
Maybe.
said,
Cassidy was pissed.
Carlos said, you know, winning a game in double overtime, he's like, that felt like playoff hockey. He's like, I don't know what he was talking about. So
I think Marchand said something as well. He's like, you know, we were pretty hyped after that Game 1 victory. I don't know how it doesn't feel like playoff hockey, but that was just – I remember I texted to the chat after it. I'm like, I lost hope. Like, not only did he play a terrible game, but, like, those comments just showed that he didn't care.
And it brings the team down, too. The whole team morale kind of drops after saying stuff like that because then you're like, you know, the guy you're trying to rally around, your goaltender, isn't even really in the game. He doesn't care if you win or lose. That's what it seemed like. So, you know, that's why, I mean, he had that finger injury, right? Which he wasn't, exactly. Is that even real now, or was it all just,
I know, we don't know.
He didn't want to be there. He was playing awful, so he kind of blamed it on the finger. And then he says he could have really had a finger injury. But, I mean, like, just at this point where
where you show that attitude, it makes everybody question your choices and everything like that. Like, oh, did he really have a finger injury, or did he just really not want to be there?
I think he had a finger injury for sure, but I just think that, it wasn't as bad as he made it seem. He made it seem like he was playing
a little bit.
Yeah, he was playing bad because of the finger, and I don't think that's the case. I think he wasn't playing well. He wasn't in position most times. He never really played well at all. That's it. And so I think that he Andrew froze a little bit there.
I know.
Don't worry.
I think it was better for him to leave.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, that's it. I think it's in the team's best interest for him to leave because he was a big negative factor. So Halak ended up playing great the next game, which we'll get into after. But go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, but shortly after he made those.
Who's next?
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
What did you say?
What happens if Halak gets hurt?
We have that guy from Providence who's with us. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
I forget his name.
Yeah.
David Ayres. Love that.
If he gets hurt,
I thought Jonas was a Maple Leafs fan for a second. What am I saying? He doesn't care about that. Okay. Anyway.
What?
They don't care about the Maple Leafs.
Because David Ayres, he was the guy who filled in the Carolina Hurricanes. Remember, against the Maple Leafs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, shortly after he made those comments, actually on Saturday morning, if you haven't already seen this breaking news video that me and Chris did on the Instagram, make sure to go check it out at nosebleeds _ podcast. But that morning he broke the news. The Bruins broke the news and said that Tuukka's gone. He's going back to wherever to be with his family, and he's done. He's opting out.
That's when they released it too. We don't know when he told, the ownership and the team, but when they released it was just hours before the game. If he then
just before the game.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours before.
That's terrible.
That's not a great. If he told them that morning and then they threw that statement together and put it out, that's not a good look. Honestly. Yeah. Maybe he told them the night prior. Still, that's not a great look. He should have told them on Thursday if he was really
it would make sense
sure about it.
That they released that so late because maybe they didn't want the Hurricanes preparing for Halak.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
for the game.
True.
Whereas if you tell them the
or the media storm around it before the game. There wasn't too much time for the media to tackle it.
You can watch all the tape and kind of figure out how to beat Halak, which everybody knows. You just go glove side. But they probably didn't want them preparing for that. Halak gets cooked glove side every time. I don't know why the Canes didn't shoot there.
Well, was it Game 3? He played great. I loved Halak's game that day.
He did.
He had
that one bad goal.
Rookie mistake right there. That was just kind of, you don't let those happen. Where he tried passing out the puck from behind the net, and then I don't know who it was. Someone caught it and then just shot it to the empty net and scored.
I know, that was sad.
Really,
who was it?
I can check for you.
I think it was Svechnikov, right?
Was it?
I think it might have been.
Goal, so.
Anyway, though, while Chris looks that up. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Niederreiter.
Oh, yeah. Niederreiter.
Yeah.
But, other than that, I wouldn't call it a rookie mistake. I would just call it, bad mistake because I think Halak is plenty experienced.
Well, yeah,
but, he wasn't looking up. He was just looking down. He tried to shoot it up.
It's a rookie mistake that shouldn't be made by anybody.
That's what I was trying to say.
Good point.
A mistake that, he shouldn't have. It's sloppy. It's just sloppy play.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, other than that, I thought he played a great game. I thought he would have won first star of the night if he hadn't let up that goal. Even if he let up a goal, it's just not like that.
Yeah, for sure. Because
even Mike Milbury said he was like, I was going to give him a star, but I had to take one off for him there.
Yeah.
But also a big moment in Game 3 was Svechnikov getting injured. He was tied up with Chara. And then he, fell and buckled his ankle. That looked bad.
Yeah, he ended up coming back, but not that game.
No, he was out Game 4. He was in a boot.
Oh, was it Game 5 then? Came back?
Game 5 hasn't happened.
Wait, he played the most recent game.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, they showed a shot of him in a boot sitting in the crowd.
Are you sure? I'm going to look that up
I'm
now.
like 99% sure. Let me Google it really fast.
I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because
he wasn't in. I mean, he was
he
in.
left the game because they had to carry him off, and then I could have sworn if it wasn't him, then I don't know who it was.
Oh,
but
no,
he was in a boot.
Right. You're right. I don't know why. I checked, and they said he was playing. It must have been a mistake, and that's why I was like, oh, so it's fine. It's not a major injury. But
yeah maybe it was like a last-second decision.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, but I mean, if they were going to try and play him even though he was in a boot, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that's a big factor. I think he's been their best player in the playoffs for sure, right?
Him and Aho, especially in this series. In this series against Boston, I think he's been the best player.
Yeah.
But, I mean, throughout the whole playoffs, I would say it's been Aho. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, definitely. He has more experience, whereas Svechnikov really doesn't. But, I mean, I don't know if that matters now because there's no crowd. There's no – the playoff intensity, like Rask said, isn't as there as you would think, you know?
Yeah.
But that's no excuse.
But, yeah, I would say that, you know, Game 3 was just kind of a normal game. The Bruins came out with the win. Halak played pretty well. And then in Game 4, the Bruins go down 2-0 throughout the first two periods. And then they come back from down 2-0. They score 4 goals in the last 11 minutes of the third period to take the win.
The 4 goals were in just over 5 minutes, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they're 5 minutes apart, I would say.
I think it was like 5 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. That was amazing. They just pushed and pushed.
Oh, my God.
After DeBrusk had that crazy goal where he got tripped and then slid and shot it in.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
What a goal. And they just rallied around that. That was that momentum shift, and they never let up.
Let me tell you, DeBrusk has been coming alive here in the playoffs. Like, really,
yeah,
he wasn't that great in the regular season compared to last year, but he's returning to that offensive form that we know him for.
You know what's funny? Shout out to my dad. My dad was just saying that. He was talking about how DeBrusk this regular season was playing pretty bad, and you know he had not too many points. You know, nothing really was going his way. He was just kind of there. You know, they put him on the third line, and he was struggling. And now in the playoffs, maybe that break was good for him because he's been playing really well. So 2 goals.
He's definitely in the zone.
Yeah, let's hope he can keep it up.
But then, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The goalie for the Hurricanes had to be James Reimer. Like, honestly, I mean, I feel bad for the dude, but we have his number.
So he was the goalie that the Bruins ended up having that crazy 3-goal comeback in the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals Game 7 against the Maple Leafs. And that was probably the most the craziest comeback probably, right? Because that was to go to the Stanley Cup too.
First round game 7.
No, it wasn't the first. That was Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Yeah, I thought it was.
No.
Yeah, that was to go to the Cup.
It definitely was not first round.
The Eastern Conference Final was against the Penguins. We swept them.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was definitely not first round.
It was. I know it was.
Are you sure?
I'm like 99% sure. Because remember, they always make those remarks that we always play the Leafs in first round and we beat them in 7? That was where it started.
I don't know. Andrew, you looking that up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I was like, I thought it was frozen for a sec.
I don't know. I always thought that was later on.
Who did we play round 2? I think we played the Rangers round 2, and that's where Torrey Krug debuted.
I don't know. Anyway, that was that crazy comeback.
It was a crazy comeback in Game 7, no matter what round it was.
Both against Reimer. So Reimer, I mean, it seems like, you know, when late game, if you score on him a few times, you know, he's just going to break down on you, keep taking shots on him because he's struggling. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even think Reimer sucks. He played really well up to that third period in that game and in the game prior that.
Oh, really? Wow.
And then we played the Rangers second round and the Penguins in the Eastern Conference Final, right?
Yeah, wow.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Crazy.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan back then. I was too young, but
Yeah.
that's when I became a fan. That's why I love Bergeron right there. And
Bergeron jersey.
that's why I became a huge Bergeron fan after he scored that tying goal and then the overtime winner. So
Look at Jonas. He's heated that we're talking about highlights of Bruins moments.
yeah.
Only Bergeron. Such a bum.
What? He's like the nicest guy in the
He's
NHL.
like a nice guy.
I literally think he's like
If anything, I hate
he's
Marchand.
like a
He's an
really nice guy.
asshole.
I just hate him. I hate him because he's good. I despise Marchand.
Okay, that ended.
Marchand,
If I was,
Kadri,
I would hate
all those rats.
Yeah, if I wasn't a
Kadri.
Bruins,
He's been playing so well for the Avalanche. We haven't even made any points about him yet.
yeah, that's true.
Leafs screwed up in that trade. Oh, my God. They got Tyson Barrie, who sucks. Oh, my God.
What was the trade?
It was straight up Kadri for Tyson Barrie.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
oh my goodness.
What's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh my God, I can't think. Oh, Marchand came alive in Game 4, especially. Oh my God, that breakaway goal to take the lead. Great goal. And throughout the series, I want to make a point because, like Donis said, especially making all those points about Marchand being the rat or whatever, he's really held himself back in some important moments of the games because he didn't want to take a penalty. Like, I think he's taken more of a leadership role in that locker room.
Wow,
Yeah.
Congratulations, Marcel.
I don't really
for not chopping someone's nuts off mid-game.
Well, he does it when he wants to, but in the important
Congratulations
moments,
on not two-handing someone to the back of the neck. You're such a good guy. You're such a leader.
You know what, though? To be honest with you, that's his role. I don't like that he's not doing that as much. He's like the type of guy, you want him to piss off the other team.
But he's not even.
yeah, I know, but it used to really
Like, he's
piss
a
me off, and he
dirty
would
guy.
take
You know,
stupid
you've got, like-
penalties in the third period.
Yeah, don't take
You've
penalties.
got your
but,
enforcers, your big defensemen that are just kind of there to,
No,
lay
but-
people out and take away. But Marchand is just chippy. He's just annoying.
exactly, though. That's what they need. I mean, think about it. When
It's
you
a
got
good rule.
for the
He
Bruins,
takes
right?
penalties.
McAvoy. Did you see Andrew? Did you watch the game? Did you
That
see that
big hit.
McAvoy?
That was what got us back into it. Oh,
He-
boy.
Massive hit. Like he destroyed the guy. So you
McAvoy,
have-
I think McAvoy is the best draft decision that we've made in the past 10 years.
oh yeah, that was awesome.
Him and
I mean,
Pasternak. I would say he's a little bit better than Pasternak, honestly, even though Pasternak's been really
Really?
good.
what?
Dude, Pasternak, as much of a good player
No.
as he is,
No.
as much of a
As an
good
outside
player as he
voter,
is,
Pasternak
he's
is
turning into
just
Tyler
wild.
Sagan.
Dude, most likely the league MVP this year. You're saying he's not as good?
Dude, McAvoy's been erupting.
What are you talking-
You can't even deny it.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
I love
defensively, too,
McAvoy, but you think he's better
especially
than,
defensively.
You can't Pasternak.
I guess yeah. It's two different positions. You can't really compare like that. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
No. Shut up, Nick. Come on. You should.
I like
He's a brain. He's a brain.
Pasternak. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just pissed off that he's been so irresponsible.
why irresponsible?
He got that injury in the beginning
Oh, he's such an
before
irresponsible
he
guy.
got the
for
whole
getting
team
hurt.
COVID in the beginning because he went out and he partied before we went to the
Really?
bubble. Yeah, that's right. Remember the first breaking news we did on the Instagram? It was about Pasternak getting COVID, and then the Bruins had to shut down training camp for 2 weeks. Talk about a loser.
I don't think he partied. I'm pretty sure they just said that he was in contact with someone who had COVID, and it was like one of his friends. They were like walking
I don't know.
around.
He was out doing something. I don't know.
I thought he was actually playing hockey or something like that. He was at some rink at like an open ice thing, and him and
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe. I don't know specifically, but
yeah, I don't think he partied. I'm pretty sure that was just he was exposed to someone who ended up testing positive, and they had to tell him
Yeah,
obviously
it was
because
confirmed that he had come into contact with somebody that had tested positive, so he quarantined.
yeah. I
yeah,
don't
but
think it was
then
really
the whole team ended up getting it.
He's not turning into Sagan. Okay, they're
I see flashes of
no.
Sagan in him,
Sagan,
dude, honestly.
that's a terrible
Yeah,
comparison.
dude, not at all. Sagan. You know, I'm not even gonna say. He went out there. And he
Well,
did
yeah,
crazy.
Sagan was just a complete asshole throughout his time with the Bruins.
I absolutely love
Life.
Sagan.
For
but
his
yeah,
life. Not his time on the Bruins, his life.
Yeah. No, he's a lot better now. He's older. He's
Mature. A little bit.
I mean, you don't hear anything about it lately, though, right? I mean, honestly,
Not really.
you never hear anything
I think
like
he's more
Sagan.
mature now.
I mean, back
Not
when he was on the
anymore.
Bruins,
Yeah.
back when he was in the Bruins, every week you'd hear something like, "Oh, Sagan ends up like getting arrested." Sagan though.
Tyler Sagan assaults cop. Tyler Sagan sleeps with his teammate's wife. Tyler Sagan.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, but now I mean, there's nothing really. I think he's definitely a lot better as a player and a person. So that's good for the Stars, not for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've tackled everything that's gone on with the Bruins
Don't
Kings
you love
series so far.
Sagan?
We will get.
I love Sagan. I love him. Yeah,
He loves Sagan. Yeah.
as a
Yeah,
player.
there's a huge say. How can you? Okay,
Because Andrew,
I guess maybe.
when I became a Bruins fan, I just like grew up with like Sagan was a
Hey, you
beast.
pick a player. I picked Marchand. That's why
Yeah.
he's a total. He's not
Oh my
clean
God,
at
what
all,
is
but I still
wrong
defend
with
him.
you guys, what is wrong with you guys? Sagan
I
and
love-
Marchand, like the two
Well,
least likable
Bergeron
guys.
was my favorite.
Out of all the players.
Yeah.
Bergeron was my favorite, but
Bergeron's your favorite,
Sagan
I
was
know.
one of those guys that like I don't know, I just absolutely loved. I loved his style of play. He's such like an offensive threat, and he would always finish or be like a crazy playmaker, you know. So he had the like sniping abilities, he had the dangles, everything about his play is like something that a young person would want to watch. So I ended up loving him, and then he left, and that killed me for like a week. I was pissed.
Yeah. I honestly, I still don't think it was the right move in
I don't
some
have,
aspects, but I could see where they were coming from at the time.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I think we've tackled everything in the recap wise about the Bruins and stuff. We will get into our predictions in a little bit, but I say now before we do our predictions, it's time to clear the bases. So here's the Nosebleeds
baby.
podcast clear
Clear
the
the
bases
bases.
segment. Here we go. All right, so Chris has a list of some baseball topics that he wants us to talk about. You know, I know so much about baseball, so here we go.
I've watched the Phillies. That's about it.
A few headlines. I mean, let's talk about the Red Sox first, since you know we are in Boston.
Terrible.
You guys, or actually,
Awful.
Nick's a Red Sox fan.
I'm
But,
the
I
only
mean-
one here, but
Yeah, they're 6-17. So, what do you guys think? Is it time for a rebuild? You
I
know,
love her.
start cutting players and figuring out what to do now.
they suck. Yeah, they got to rebuild. Like, I would say, like, I don't think we should go and like cut like everybody. Like, I think we should keep JD. I think we should keep
But
Jackie Bradley Jr.
he's getting a lot
Oh,
of
there
money.
go my
JD
plans. I was planning on cutting. What?
Or maybe trade JD
Yeah,
for a
they
bunch
do
of
need
draft
to rebuild.
picks or something.
Yeah, you don't want to cut
But that
him off.
dude,
You don't want to cut
Verdugo,
Verdugo's
he was
playing
a great prospect that we got. That was a – I mean, as much as I
Not a
don't
prospect.
think that trading Mookie Betts was the best trade, like we got some good assets for him for cheap money too. So we
Yeah.
couldn't afford to pay him. We couldn't afford to pay Price either. But I mean, honestly, I think it's time to move on from Chris Sale. Like, honestly.
I was about to say, what about the pitching situation? Because Chris Sale's hurt, Nathan Eovaldi's hurt. You know, all these guys.
Eovaldi got hurt too?
No, he's been hurt for the past like 8 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a while.
Wow. Well, see, look how educated I am in baseball, guys. But
Yeah. I mean,
anyway,
they're just struggling in every single factor. Hitting, like think about Benintendi, right? Is he even at 100 for his batting average, or is he still under 100?
oh yeah, I heard those
Ooh.
headlines going around: trade Benintendi or something.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Gonna really want to.
And just you're cutting out. You're frozen. You're
or
cutting out.
something.
Can I
Wonderful.
say that again?
Oh, you're back.
Wonderful.
Say that again, Andrew.
I'm back. Great. No, yeah, nobody's gonna want to trade for Benintendi right now. I hate to break it to you guys, but
No, I don't think that's true actually, because they're still in trade talks right now because the trade deadline is coming up. You know, baseball's only
you're not gonna get him. You're not gonna get much for him right now, and he's batting 103.
oh, he's 103 now. Yeah.
103.
I mean, Nick, that's better. He was under 100.
Oh my god. I don't know.
mean,
I mean, I think it's too late to pull the trigger on the trade. We got to wait until he gets a little bit better and then try and pull the trigger.
there's a lot of teams actually though who are in trade talks with the Red Sox that I heard about Benintendi, and I think it's funny enough actually the Blue Jays are one of them. The Blue Jays are
Really?
well. I mean, if you think about it, you're not going to give much for him. So a lot of teams are like, he's great. He's played good in the past.
He's good.
Yeah, if you can kind of just, I don't know, fix his his batting. That's all it is because he's fielding fine. But
Dog.
Yeah, or if you just luck out and he comes back better.
he's just striking out a lot. He has a lot of strikeouts this year. I think for the most part, it's all strikeouts.
Oh,
So
that's too bad.
yeah. Anyway, let's shift into since we're talking about the Red Sox. How about Mookie Betts after that trade? I think let me see what the stat is. He has made contact on 99% of pitches in the strike zone this year, and he had a 3 home run game yesterday. So he's playing great after leaving the Red Sox.
Oh my God!
Who is this? I spaced
Mookie
out.
Betts.
Oh yeah. He's
Why
very good.
wouldn't we just try and give him the money? Like, please.
Well, we
You
don't
do
have money
everything we
now.
can. Cut
Nick, hold on.
JD. Cut
that's what we
David
have to do.
Price. Like, why would we keep JD over Mookie Betts? I like JD.
So
here's
the thing. I think where the Red Sox were thinking is Mookie Betts had that MVP year, and then of course they're not going to do anything there. They kept him the extra year, and he played awful. Like last year, he was pretty bad.
Yeah, he didn't play good. You're right.
JD Martinez played a lot better. So they're probably like, you see these two guys, who you're going to keep. You're going to keep the guy who's just played phenomenal that season. He had a ton of home runs. And Mookie Betts was having, I wouldn't say a Benintendi year, but just, where Benintendi kind of fell off. Mookie Betts kind of fell off.
Yeah, especially from the platform that he was on before, too. Coming off an MVP
exactly.
year.
Yep.
How has JD been playing now, though? Because I don't watch baseball, I don't know.
Hold on, I just want to check. Mookie Betts is batting .319, which I think he was batting better than that earlier, but I think let me check on JD. Hold on. Give me a second. They just got killed by the Yankees, so I'm looking at that.
Brutal.
Great.
JD's he's 238 right now. That's like average. That's fine.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, Betts has been popping off. It's not been good for us, but yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's talk about I don't know this guy's name, but the Nationals prospect is the first player born in the 2000s to hit a home run.
Stone's frozen?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're just frozen on your face, just staring at the camera. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Let me look up his name. But there's the first player ever now who's born in the 2000s to hit a home run. So, the next generation now is coming in. That's pretty cool,
Wow. Born in the 2000s?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not amazing. It's 2020.
Well, yeah, it's just,
I know, but
it's impressive. Yeah. It's impressive that he did it, but it's not crazy that he was born.
It's just weird. I feel like we're getting old. Even though
That's
we're not even 20 years old yet.
I'm only 16.
Yeah, Jonas is a baby.
Yeah. All right.
Birthday's coming up, so anybody watching this, get my Venmo.
What?
What?
Any of the fans want to send me some birthday gifts,
Well,
Are
you're gonna get a bunch of birthday Venmos now.
Get a bomb.
Birthday
My
Venmos,
God.
yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Nick, what
All
did you just say?
Let's keep going.
Okay. Keep going.
Nick, this is going to contribute to me buying a monitor for my room. This is not.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Buy new Wi-Fi. That's what you do.
Oh my God! Yeah, buy new Wi-Fi. You get a freaking Wi-Fi extender for your room or something.
An Ethernet cord.
All right. So listen. The White Sox had Oh no! Hold on. No, sorry. Yeah, the White Sox had a 6 home run night, and hit back-to-back home runs, to win the game yesterday. So that was a big.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I
Yeah.
thought it was back to back. I thought it was 4 in a row, wasn't it?
No, I think there was a player in between who
That's brutal,
grounded out. But yeah, they did have 4 that inning. So, and 6 total. Yeah,
Damn.
they ended up scoring 7 and winning against the Tigers. Big victory. And then now let's move to what I've been waiting for, kind of, the Blue Jays.
Oh boy, the Blue Jays.
So the Blue Jays have been playing, I think, great, but they haven't. See, here's the problem. What the Blue Jays have been doing, in my opinion, right? They're hitting a ton of home runs. All their runs really are off home runs. They're third in the league for team total home runs right now. And Bo Bichette ended up getting injured 2 games ago, and right after breaking a record, which he was, I don't know, it was some weird record, but it was the first shortstop to hit a home run. And he went 6 for 6, hit a home run, stole 2 bases in the same game, and he was the youngest player.
Yeah, that very obscure record.
Yeah, and then he had 4 games in a row with a home run, so he was really doing good. And then I'm not even sure what injury it was, but he got injured now, so he's been out the past 2 games. And the Blue Jays are still 2-0 right now on the Orioles, who that's another kind of shocking topic. We'll get into that after, but the Orioles are playing great right now.
Nobody knows how. I saw power rankings of worst teams in American sports, and I think the Orioles were 3rd to last. I think last was
Dang.
I think it was Red Wings, Redskins, Orioles, or football team.
Red Wings didn't even get the number 1 pick.
Poor Red Wings.
Yeah, I know, right?
Poor Red Wings.
Freaking Rangers got Rangers already is solid.
Lafreniere to New York. How do you feel about that, Jonas?
Pain.
He's mad.
At least he's not on the Penguins. We've got Carter Hart, so I'm not worried.
All right, yeah, back to baseball. Keep going, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, so Bichette had 4 games in a row with a home run. So, and I think he had 5 in 4 games. So we were talking about Judge, how Judge was doing so good, how, this is like such a crazy thing. And now Bichette, as a second-year player, to come and do this, crazy. And it's really his first full year too, even though it's actually not a full year because Corona. But
yeah.
Play 2 seasons and have less than a season of games.
Wait, weren't they saying the Blue Jays were going to be like favorites for the World Series 2021?
So that's I wouldn't say favorites. They're one of the teams though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my question to you guys. So where do you think now the Blue Jays come into, like, playoffs or even World Series? Are they going to be a team upcoming? Because there's a lot of talk about this now. They're like on the biggest uphill trend right now in the entire Major League Baseball.
I think the Blue Jays will be a playoff team next year. Maybe make a playoff run, but I don't think they'll make it to the World Series just because the guys don't really have experience yet.
If they can get
a
star,
win one in the next years, but
like if they trade for like a big star, like who do they have on the mound right now who's like elite?
Hyun-Jin Ryu.
But like, is he like?
He's elite.
Like elite. All right.
He's elite. He had
they need like an elite like.
I have a stat of him in his last 17 innings pitched. He has 18 strikeouts. So he's playing great right now.
Wow.
I mean,
that's good. I mean,
how many runs?
No, yeah.
I think not a lot. He won both of them. So
okay.
What was I gonna say? Maybe like if they could get like a big star from somewhere, like kind of like the Betts trade, something like that. Somebody who's already established because they have that young core. If they can get like one veteran who's elite, like
But I think that's not really what they want to do. That was their whole rebuild, was just to get all young people so that in the next couple of years they're going to be like they'll have the experience and they're going to play great. Which I think, like Andrew said, next year. I mean, if they don't make it this year, because right now they're kind of making a run, but next year they have to make the playoffs by next year just to have that experience factor. And I mean, because if they don't, I don't know. I mean,
that'd be bad.
Yeah, their like time frame has to be playoffs next year. They have that big 3 right now. Also, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been batting over 300. So him picking up the slack now that Bichette kind of got hurt, but him and Biggio also. Biggio has been, I think he has the most home runs. Actually, not anymore. I think he has the second most because Bichette kind of went crazy. but with home runs, they've all been hitting crazy home runs. So their hitting is great. They need they have a couple star pitchers. I'd say Pearson, it's his first year. We talked about him in a couple podcasts ago. But he was the top prospect, and he's been playing great, but he's only pitching like 5 innings. You know, he's not going a 7 like a Max Scherzer would, or like a Ryu or Verlander, than any of those guys, which we need, you know, because I think the Blue Jays' problem right now is they don't have great relievers. They have a great closer, and they have decent starters. So if they can fill that gap and their hitting continues to be good, I think they're gonna be dangerous. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that? No crazy news, no
fights, no Astros.
We could talk about
Unfortunate.
There's if you want to talk about the Seager brothers, Corey and Kyle Seager, they played against each other for the first time. They're the first brothers to both hit home runs against each other.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's not really much.
Nothing much.
Yeah. Well, even when baseball has a shortened season, there's still not much to talk about when it comes to midseason with baseball. Yeah. So
Dodgers best team still. So
yeah, Dodgers, Yankees, Astros. Those are like the 3 teams who are kind of dominating right now.
I don't know what the Astros aren't playing as good as they were.
Astros are all right. I mean, I would still say they're a top 3 team, but you know they haven't been as hot as of late.
I think I want to make sure. Yeah, the Oakland A's actually, which we already talked about last week too.
Oh yeah,
they're the top. They're top 3. They're 16-7 right now, which is good. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Any other points you want to make about baseball?
No, go Blue Jays.
They're hardly above 500.
What?
Nothing. The Phillies are. They somehow beat the Mets, but they're bad. They're not good. They don't have any pitching. Their position players have a better ERA than their bullpen.
Wow.
It's a disaster.
That's the Phillies for you. That's Philadelphia sports.
8-9, so not too bad, but
yeah, it's not bad. That's still definitely playoffs.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
If they can start winning, that's definitely they can make the playoffs for sure.
All right.
They're not out of it. I mean, like the Red Sox. The Red Sox are just out of it.
Oh, it's too bad.
Red Sox are out of it. Yeah.
I mean, too bad for the Red Sox that they're in the American League East too, because I think they're the best right now. So
yeah, probably.
I mean, the Tampa Bay Rays are playing great too. So them and the Yankees at the top. Blue Jays, Orioles doing really good.
And then just the Red Sox.
Yeah.
The floor mat.
I mean, usually the Red Sox would be right there, you know, with the Blue Jays usually above them, and then the Orioles would suck. But somehow the Orioles, with like nobody on their team, are doing. They were 12-9. Now they're 12-10 actually, because the Blue Jays beat them. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Any other baseball points?
No, that's it.
No.
That's it. We keep extending.
All right.
this.
Yeah. All right. That was clear the bases. Now let's move into our last segment of the day. We're going to be doing predictions for all of the series because I think we should just predict them all the way through because I think most of them will be done by the next time we meet anyway. But from now on, we're going to be predicting all the series all at once just so we don't, like, change our winners halfway through. So,
yeah.
Let's just start at the top. We'll go with the Blue Jackets versus the Lightning. Let's start with you, Chris. Who do you think is going to win? What games or whatever?
Okay, what are we at right now? Are we 2-2?
Oh shoot, yeah. Let me read off the records. Hold on. Wait, Chris, do you want to pull up the doc 1 sec? I'm just gonna recount my wins and losses because I might. Do you want to read off what you and Donis have so far?
Yeah, sure. But I was talking about the Tampa and Columbus series, but sure, yeah. I'm.
It's 3-1 Tampa, isn't it?
3-1 Tampa. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. So my record right now is 33-39 with 4 points. Andrew is 41-32, doing great. And then
yeah. I just got an extra. I'm 31 and 41.
Okay, Nick's 31-41. So you one behind me?
I think so. Right?
Yeah, I also don't. I have one less loss than
The
you because
best. And
you and Andrew both have an extra game than me because I picked somebody to
Flames
sweep.
in 4.
Yeah, I picked Flames in 4.
Yeah.
picked the Flames to sweep. Yikes.
The qualifier rounds. So
Against the Jets.
yeah, they ended up in 5, right?
I think it was in 4, yeah.
No. What did it end up actually being? They won in 5.
They won in 4.
They didn't sweep, dude.
It was best
It
of
was a
5.
5-game series.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
No, yeah.
I was gonna say one extra game. I forgot it was best of 5.
All right, so yeah, I'm 31-41. I'm in last place. Chris barely ahead of me, 2 games ahead, 33-39, and then Donis in first place, 41-32. So basically, this is just going to be the kill Donis game because we want Andrew to fail. So, all right, let's start. Let's go back at the top. Jackets versus Lightning. The series is 2-2 right now.
Oh,
so
it
we
is?
got to go to at least 6 games. Oh no, 3-1. Sorry.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
So I'll go game by game, right?
Yeah.
We're at game 5. Tampa. That's it.
Tampa?
They win in 5.
Oh my God. I mean, all right.
Why? Oh my
Donis?
God. They're off 3-1.
I also have Tampa in 5.
You guys are underestimating the Blue Jackets.
I mean, dude, I think I had them for the most part.
I mean, I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Tampa's been the better team. So I literally don't know. I have predictions on a piece of paper, and I don't know where it went.
They're in the doc. Just look in the doc.
No, kid, I wrote my ones. I just wrote them out.
From before.
This morning.
Wait, just do it. I just do it like on the spot.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
All right, I'm going to go Columbus game 5. And then I think that the Lightning will win in 6. Be in overtime.
Okay.
I mean, not that matters, but anyway. All right, then we have Dallas versus Calgary. This has got to go to at least 6 games. The series is tied 2-2. Want me to start just because I'm already on me in the doc?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
I'm going to go Stars. Actually, no. I'm going to go Flames game 5, then Stars game 6, and Stars game 7. So I have Stars in 7. All right,
okay.
And then Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go Stars, Flames, Stars, and then Stars in 7 also. I hope this series goes to 7. I really like the series.
It has been good.
I'm going to go Flames, Stars, Flames in 7.
Whoa.
This could be it for us, Nick.
I know.
This is your only chance.
I know, but he has the same games as me. Because I have Flames, Stars.
I'm exactly opposite, so this could be huge.
Yeah, you could prevail right there.
Or this could absolutely screw me.
Or this secures me as a genius.
I mean, all right.
All right, let Andrew start.
Bruins, Canes. Donis, you're starting.
Bruins, Canes.
Bruins up 3-1.
3-1. Canes, and then Bruins in 6.
All right, Bruins in 6. Go for it, Chris.
Bruins in 5. I haven't bet against them yet.
Bruins in 5.
You wonder why you're so low.
Damn.
I'm 3-1 with the Bruins.
Picking favorites. You're picking favorites.
Oh
here.
My God. I don't want to pick the Canes. I think the series will go to 6, but I don't want to pick the Canes because I'm going to be cheering for the Bruins no matter what.
Bruins in 5, Nick. Bruins in 5. I don't want to
go Bruins in 5.
Okay.
I don't like this decision, but I'm going for it anyway. All right. And then Blackhawks Knights. Series is 3-1. I'll start. I'll go Blackhawks game 5, and then Knights game 6. I think the Blackhawks can get one more.
No.
Uh,
I don't want to hear
All right,
Chris. Please don't say it.
you know what?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Blackhawks and no, I'm just joking. I'm gonna go Knights, and then they just finish in 5.
Oh,
I have the
yeah.
same
Chris
thing.
is fighting for his life here.
I
He's
have no
got to go
faith.
against his fandom.
I'll give my reasoning quickly though too, because I think the only reason that they won is because of Corey Crawford. Because I think the Knights played a lot better. So if the Knights continue to just play better, and then Crawford, I don't know if he can do that again. If he does, I'll be happy even if I lose this because it's one game, and then Blackhawks, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Knights just played such a better game. But, yeah.
Donis?
Knights in 5. I have zero confidence in the Blackhawks.
Damn.
Even how Corey Crawford's been playing.
I know. I would see that Crawford is hot right now, so I would keep going with him. All right, Donis, Islanders, Caps.
Islanders. Ovi is.
Islanders sweep?
Ovi's not going to play well. Ovi's not going to play well. The Caps.
I'll go.
The Caps are falling off the face of the earth. They're falling off the face of the earth. They're done.
All right, Chris, who are you going with?
Caps 4. Then, I'm going to say Islanders in 5.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Because I don't think the Caps are going to get swept. I think that they're, especially they brought it to overtime. So they're, I don't know.
No, you know what?
Nick, go Caps in 7. Do it. I dare you.
No, I'm going Islanders. I'm going Islanders in 4.
Wow.
Everybody's thinking right now, I know this mentality because I always have
Good.
it, that, the Caps are going to make this comeback and they're going to be firing out of the gates. But Islanders have all the momentum. They're up 3-0. If they pull a Flyers versus Bruins 2010, that's going to suck. I'm going to be so sad that I picked
Okay.
What was that?
What was that? I just heard you go, okay, and then it was just...
Cha-ching. Cha-ching. I can't hear you guys, so I don't know what's happening.
You're lagging the hell out. That's why.
Let's just continue.
All right, we're continuing.
Okay.
I'll start with the Avs versus Coyotes series. I think it's going to be Avs in 5. Sorry, Coyotes. All right, then Chris.
I'm going to agree with you, especially after that most recent game. They got to be crushed.
Yeah. Poor Kemper. Played so well up to this point. Donis?
This is Avs. Avs.
Yeah.
Avs.
Avs in 5?
Okay.
In 5.
Look at him agreeing with us. Damn it. All right. Donis, Canadians versus Flyers. Go for it.
So I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. To get weird picks. I think Flyers win game 4, and then Canadians win game 5, and then Flyers win game 6.
Oh man, this is the toughest series for me.
All right, Chris, go.
Wait, what's the series at right now?
It's 2-1. Flyers.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to say Flyers 3-1, then Canadians, and then Flyers.
Canadians, then Flyers. I'm going to go. I have this series perfect so far, too.
Yeah,
I'm going Canadians, then I'm going Flyers, then I'm going Flyers. Flyers in 6.
I had the Canucks and Blues series perfect, and then the Canucks won yesterday, which killed me.
No, they didn't. Blues won yesterday.
Okay, then I have an extra win.
No, wait.
That series is probably wrong for everybody then, because I thought that.
No. You had the Canucks. You had the Canucks winning, and they didn't win.
Oh, that's what I said. The Blues won, which killed me.
Oh no, you said it the other way, but I think you meant it the other way.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't matter.
No, he said it right.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Canucks Blues. Series is 2-2. I'll start. Blues, Canucks, Blues in 7. I really hope the Canucks win this series, honestly. Go for it, Chris.
Oh, man. Can Andrew go first?
I mean, sure. Go for it, Donis.
Which series is this?
Blues, Canucks.
Let me look at some stats.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go 2-2, right?
Yep.
Blues, Canucks, Blues in 7.
Damn it, he's fucking copying me. Canucks, Blues in 7. All right, go, Chris.
I'm going to say – crap, I don't want to say the same thing now.
I mean, if you think it, go for it.
I'm going to go, I guess – crap.
Oh.
The Blues had such a good game yesterday, and the Canucks kind of sucked. So I feel like the momentum's towards the Blues. So I'll say Blues for that one.
All right.
And then will I take it a 7? All right, I'm just gonna do the same thing then. Then
Blues, Canucks, Blues.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Actually, you know what? No, wait. Can you not do that? I'm gonna do Blues, Canucks. Canucks win.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Canucks win the series.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
That's a bold prediction.
Here, I have to get bold.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But, all right. But just to go over our records one more time, I'm in last place right now, 31-41. I'm at 7 points. Chris in second to last, in second place, I should say, 33-39 with 4 points. And then Donis in first place, 41-32 with 7 points. See, I want Donis to suck, but he's picking like very similar to us. So every game is going to matter.
Yeah.
Like, every loss that he gets is going to be huge. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have to talk. What?
Is that everything?
Yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about for this week. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe to ACMi Sports here on YouTube. And if you're on Apple Podcasts right now, first of all, thanks for listening. And give us a 5-star rating and write us a review, too, just to let us know what you think of the podcast, what you like, what you don't like, just so we can continue to make this thing better. So thank you again so much for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, make sure to follow the Instagram at nosebleeds__podcast. And we'll be back tomorrow with our basketball episode, our weekly NBA playoffs episode. So thank you so much, everybody. From ACMi Sports, my name is Nick Antonakis, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.